Hi everyone, it's Jay from InterviewQuery here and the Data Science YouTube J channel. The YouTube J channel? Today I wanted to talk about the Apple Data Science interview. What to expect, what kind of interview questions are going to be asked, and then how Apple conducts their interview process. So as with other big tech companies, the role of data science at Apple actually really depends on what kind of team you're assigned to. The actual title of data scientist at Apple functions the closest to a full stack data scientist role than any other kind of role out there. Also, everyone, please check out InterviewQuery. It's a website that I made specifically to prepare data scientists for their interviews. You can filter a bunch of data science interview questions by company, run SQL queries, discuss solutions, and learn data science with our in-depth solution guides that we provide. You can sign up at interviewquery.com and get a free weekly interview question in your inbox. This means the job will require probably more of machine learning software design to analytics to also plain engineering. It really does depend on what kind of role you're looking for at Apple, and the teams are spread across everything from iTunes to Siri to Maps, etc. Mostly for the skill set, however, Apple does only hire candidates with at least probably 2 to 3 years of experience. They don't really hire any junior data scientists or junior engineers for that matter, and so mostly if you have prior experience doing data science at another company, they're more likely to hire you on. Probably in a few exceptions are they probably going to bring you on as just a full-time junior data scientist right out of school. The Apple data scientist role is actually very much dependent upon which team that you get assigned to. And so the interview process isn't actually strictly streamlined like it is at other FANG companies, right? And so what you'll probably expect is you'll see an interview that's kind of customized and tailored depending on how the data science hiring manager is thinking about it and how they actually want to plan out the interview process. This means that there could be anything from case questions to analytics to leak code questions to machine learning theory. It's all kind of under the sun, and it really tailors to the position itself. And so it's really important to just read the position, understand what you're going to be doing on a day-to-day, and then try to extract the skills that you need to prepare then for the interview. Depending on the actual data science role that you're going for, there may or may not be a take-home challenge in the process. Initially, it always starts with a phone screen with a recruiter. Then usually there is a take-home challenge given by the hiring manager. If you are interviewing for a role with a hiring manager that does not have a take-home challenge, then you'll probably skip on to a technical screen with another Apple data scientist. And then finally, there's an on-site round in which they talk through, you go through 6 different kinds of data scientists, product managers, and then also a hiring manager, and go through the different kinds of skill tests that you have to pass. The most common interview questions that we've seen on the Apple Data Scientist interview revolve around SQL and Python exercises, as well as data science reasoning questions. These are then kind of more like case questions / modeling case questions that go over basic fundamentals of machine learning. Generally, when you're faced with whiteboard and coding interviews, Apple interviewers seem to favor questions around linked lists, arrays, string, and system design. Ultimately, for the more analytics roles, a lot of the Apple interviewers do a lot of SQL and product-based case questions. And then ultimately, at the end of the day, they will always ask A/B testing and experiment design questions. But because Apple is more like a hardware or like a streaming company, or more so in like the generally selling products, there's not too many experimental design scenarios as there would be when you're expecting an interview at Facebook or Google, where they have these large platforms where any single design can influence many different kinds of behaviors. Lastly, data scientists at Apple can be very highly paid depending on what level you fall into. An example salary for an individual contributor at level 4 could be $150 to $180K in base salary, with a 10% bonus and $200 to $300K in stock over 4 years, which leads to a total compensation of around $300,000 to $400,000. The refreshers for stock can also be very high every single year. Apple cares a lot about retaining good talent, and they obviously probably rank every single one based on your performance and see how you do every single year after that. Here are some Apple data science interview questions. So describe the difference between L1 and L2 regularization, specifically in regards to the difference in their impact on the model training process. What is the meaning and calculation of ACF and PACF? Write a function to detect if a binary tree is a mirror image on both the left and right subtrees. How does XGBoost handle the variance trade-off? And suppose you have around 100,000 files spread across multiple servers and you want to process all of them. How would you do that in Hadoop? Ultimately, if you like a lot of these videos, please like and subscribe on my channel. I'm trying to do more of these company guides as I get more input from the InterviewQuery community. And then I will talk to you guys later. Bye.